All summer and into the fall, I'd been tracking deer out here, learning their patterns and watching the season unfold. When opening day finally arrived in Kendall County, I was walking into the blind well before sunup. The morning stayed pretty slow and I passed on a few bucks as the hours went by. But after sitting most of the day, it wasn't until late afternoon that the hunt finally came together. Like most hunts, the morning started early, before the sun ever got out of bed. That meant a long walk to the deer blind in the dark, longer than it ever feels in daylight. And I'll admit it, I'm not a fan of that walk, especially knowing there's a big hog roaming around out here. But nothing worth having comes easy, and this life tends to reward the ones willing to step into it anyway. I made it to the blind before daylight and let things settle in. The area around me was quiet and the deer were already moving long before the sun was up. As the sun did come up, the temperature stayed pretty cool, just enough for a light jacket. And at first light, does and fawns stepped out to feed, and I just watched. The day stayed like this for a long time. Hours passed and deer came and went, sometimes even the same deer circled back for a second look. And then by mid-afternoon, a nice 8-pointer came in from my left. He wasn't focused on the feed. I don't think he was there for that. He was locked in on the does. And the rut was in full effect. He came in pretty quickly, completely unaware, and in a brief pause I was able to settle in and line up a shot. Like any hunt, no matter how many deer you've taken, that feeling still shows up right before a shot. When this buck came running into the field, I felt my breathing pick up. Sometimes it feels like you can hear your own heartbeat, like it's loud enough for the deer to hear too. I waited, knowing the moment was coming, knowing it would line up. With the wait almost over, that rush, it hits every time. Excitement and adrenaline, like a quick high right before it happens. And hunters, you know that feeling, and it's something you just have to experience to know. But buck fever is real. I waited patiently and patiently. What felt like half an hour was really just seconds. And when the buck moved into a side view, everything slowed down and my focus got laser sharp. I knew the shot was coming and the moment was lining up and the wait was almost over. And then, bam, I took the shot. As I sit here in the blind, I wonder who's watching this YouTube video that might not be from Texas, who isn't used to the abundance of wildlife that we have here. But also, if there's anyone out there that's never gone hunting before, we'd love to hear from y'all. Drop it in the comments. And then for those of you that have gone hunting, drop your coolest hunting story. We'd love to hear it. Let's get that discussion going. All right, y'all, we had a nice, clean Texas hill country buck come into shooting range, and I went ahead and decided to take him, so let's go check him out. Walking up on the 8-point buck, the excitement is still there, but it's mixed with something deeper: gratitude and respect. Respect for the animal and for the hunt itself. Days like this don't come often, so a long sit and a patient wait and a moment that finally came together mean that much more to me. It was a perfect way to end the day, and if you enjoyed this hunt, I'd appreciate you liking the video, dropping a comment, and subscribing for more. And as always, thank you for being here, and I'll see y'all on the next one.